A lot of people don't know this, but the reason why I've been able to travel the world full-time for 10 years and even had my two sons on the road is because of one thing. I'm about to share exactly what that one thing is, and I'll show you how you can implement it too. So make sure you watch this entire video. Now, before I do that, let me recap what I covered in the last two videos. I showed you why focusing solely on setting up an online business isn't the best way to achieve a successful entry to the digital nomad world. And I explained why the so-called PSE pillars to peak enjoyment work better than anything else I've ever seen. I shared how the foundation for living on your own terms and traveling wherever and whenever is best based on the three pillars that are to prepare, sustain, and enjoy. And on top of that, even before you lay this fundamental foundation, your mindset is the key to make this all happen. Now, creating an online business is clearly my favorite choice when it comes to funding your freedom lifestyle. Why? Because it truly gets you out of this ongoing grind or hamster wheel of working for someone else and trading your time for money. Trust me, I've done it in multiple different ways before. So I started my first online business, and before that I went from volunteering on local farms in exchange for food and shelter to cash in hand jobs like bartending, tour guiding, and even working as a chef in a busy kitchen at one time in Canada. After this rather fun and exploratory state, I quickly transitioned to freelancing online in the marketing field, and only after 4 years into freelancing, I realized how I was doing exactly the same thing like before, just in a different environment. I worked the hours someone else expected me to do in order to get paid. And yes, of course, I was able to do sightseeing and exploring in all different types of locations around the world while doing so, but it still didn't fulfill me all the way. So finally, I made up my mind and decided to go all in and start my own business. I had learned a lot of things by researching and watching countless YouTube videos on how to build your sales funnels, how to use WordPress for your website, or what is and how you actually use affiliate marketing, etc. It's important to understand that the online business creation is a process and a learning curve, but with the right setup, tools, and guidance, it is a very possible way to into more financial stability and freedom. Because let's face it, even if it will take you some time to figure out your way and have it all set up, you still create your legacy and do this for yourself and not for someone else. How cool is that? So after having realized all this and doing it all by myself, I put together this one tool that I call the Pathfinder tool, which when implemented really helps open your eyes, get a clear vision, and helps you assess with the questions that I'm going to ask you in a bit. And honestly, if only I had this tool back then to make a decision, I would have saved myself so much time and money. So just go ahead and grab a pen. So do you have a vision and want to work towards making it reality? If you are here, the answer is probably yes. You may not be 100% clear on what that new life looks like, but you know you want more flexibility to live it on your own terms and make the most of the time with your family. Having a vision is fundamental to get you closer to your goals, but also as a tool to give you direction and anchor. When you feel a bit lost, you can always go back to what drives you to get you back on track. So what about spending some time writing down what your vision is? Put pen to paper and describe what you'd like to achieve, but also what you are unsure about. Don't worry if this takes time or you feel a bit overwhelmed. Remember, you're not alone. You're not on your own in this journey. Your partner and your children should also feed into this vision. But please don't get too hung up on the vision, because without a clear plan, a vision will take you nowhere. So let's move on to other questions that will help you ground these ideas. Do you have skills or ideas for products or services you think other people can highly benefit from? You've made it so far, so you certainly have some skills. But is there something you've always wanted to do but couldn't because your office job didn't allow it? Or do you have interests or hobbies that bring joy and you wish you could devote your time to? Have a think, dig deeper. So here comes question number 3. Do you have endurance, or are you willing to level up to stick with your ideas? You have the drive to push towards your goals? For you, it isn't just about having a dream, but about getting things done to turn it into reality. Like I've said, I don't want you to look at your future career through rose-tinted glasses. Running a business is hard. It will take time and energy, even if you decide to go down the freelance route. But the reward of getting to do what you want, when you want, whenever you and your family want to be is well worth it. But you know that already, right? So question number 4, are you ready to take the reins in your career and life? This is really what it all comes down to. Jumping out from the path you've always followed to find the one you have been dreaming of. I had my aha moment back in 2015, and I think you must have had yours too. You know what I mean, don't you? The day or days where you look at your life almost as an outsider and wonder how long you can keep on going like this for. How much of what you do is what you really want to do? Are you getting closer to what you want for yourself and your family? Is anything going to change if you keep on doing the same things over and over again? And the most important question of all, how can I make the change? All these questions don't have to be a yes right now, but you can feel a sense of attraction and maybe longing towards them. If you decide to become or continue to be a freelancer, for sure you already know that this means time for money. And you know, to be honest, freelancing also means that you run a business. Only that your business now is focused on finding clients that you can serve without the official registration of your company and all the liabilities that comes with running a business. However, it is essentially the same thing, right? So you will need to either please your current employer or contract giver in order to have work and income. Or you are constantly on the lookout for clients. So running a business is a creative approach to turn your skills and passion into money, and B, a way to exponentially grow both personally and money-wise. This tool is just one tool, which is part of the second pillar. But if you enjoyed this approach, I have good news for you. My online course Life by Design is going to launch in a few days. So make sure you keep your eyes open. This is going to be the best and most up-to-date training I've ever released. And it contains everything I ever learned about how to become a digital nomad family, and you'll have a foundational knowledge on how to build an online business. In the next video, I'll show you the complete plan from beginning to end that you need to follow to live and travel around the world with your family. I'm literally drawing the curtains and showing you every single step you have to take. You don't want to miss that video because I'll literally share the complete game plan with you. Thanks so much for watching and stay tuned for the next video. I'll see you there.